What's up, everybody? Mr. Dude here, and I have another mod spotlight for you guys today. This here is the South Haven map. It is brought to you. This is uploaded through FSUK. The link is going to be in the description to the map. So this is based off of a town in the state of Indiana. So those of you looking for an American map, this is another option for you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started on the tour. First things first, let's get ourselves a vehicle here. We'll pick up one of these Fords. No, sure. Alright. So, alright. And so, yes, this is the starting location, and we'll just take a quick look around. See what this says. If this got a R. No, okay, no running missions. No, nothing on the job board here. Pretty nice starting position here. There is your farmhouse. Not too bad. So yeah, looks like the sheep area is right here. Got some AI walking, and I did hear a plane fly by. There is a water fountain over there. So okay, so you do start. They do start you off with. You get field number 1. And we'll just hire somebody here. Can you hire somebody? And you can't hire any workers, so there's that. So you could use Courseplay in order to have a hired worker. But you can kind of, let's see here. Let's go ahead and X. Oh, there we go. Let's hire somebody. Alright. I was mistaken. So, there's the hired worker, and he is going to work. Alright, so what else do you get? So you get a small tractor at the store here. This is a stock model of the store, and then the trucks spawn here. Where exactly are we? There is a gas station there. Fuel. Pretty cool little signage there showing all the brands. Alright, and so we will take a tour around. So we're up the northern part here. So we're gonna take a right and see if we can't go towards the looks like they've got like the mission boards are labeled on the map there. But yeah, we'll take a look around the map and see what it looks like. It does require a few mods that are not packaged with the map. So you do need to keep that in mind. Well, let's go around here and take a look. Alright, so right here this looks like the biomass plant. Oops. It would probably help if I knew how to drive. So we'll head this way. This is another sell point. It is a sell point for probably grain. And we'll turn this thing around here. Oops. Alright, so the signs are clippable, and you do purchase your fields at the actual field. And this just looks like a bunch of houses. I don't know what this fenced in area is. Kind of looks like a prison. So that looks like a bunch of houses there. You could fill seeds and fertilizer here. So good wide open pad for any variety of things that you might want to do. And we'll drive over this way. There is another fuel point here, which is cool. That is a pretty big lake that he's placed there, and we'll take a look at this dirt road, see what this leads to. Oh, a little campsite here. Some trailers and such, and a little campfire modeled. And we'll go over this way. Not sure what that pad is meant to be. Got a river running through here. Texture doesn't look terrible. Got sound. Got a little trigger here to get rid of some grass. We'll go over this way and see what this looks like over here. Got a little park there. Just kind of go this way and come around. There are some buildings and such over here. What's this over here? You do have the vehicle triggers. I think I went backwards, but it let me in. So you can kind of come through here. And, oh, look at that. They have cool little triggers there, and kind of directs you through the facility. That's pretty cool. And say, okay, come back around. And then this is the way out. So, pretty nicely modeled. There's the train station there. He kind of repurposed it. Almost looks like some sort of amphitheater or something. Or a drive-in movie theater. That's pretty cool. And this here's another little town. Fuel station and such, and we'll just cut through the grass here real quick, see what all he's got modeled over here. So, a little barber shop and a couple diners. Looks like a schoolhouse there. That's not terrible. He modeled some fountains in, and it's okay looking texture, but it's not the greatest. I wonder if that is a road, or is that where the train goes through? Because that would be pretty cool. So those are the mission boards. I'm just desperate to see. Oh, he's got the train line modeled through here. That's pretty cool. Well, this isn't necessarily legit, but let's take a look. So the train comes out of that tunnel. So we're in the southern portion of the map right now. There's these icons with these money signs, and I'm not necessarily sure what they are. So we'll go and take a look. The fields seem generally to be square, which you know, can be the case. I've got my settings set to max, and some of the render distances on some of the stuff are a bit weird. I'm just glad we can get off this rail line before we get run over. So we'll kind of come this way. So it's not a terribly huge map, which isn't terrible, especially for single players. See if we can't head over this way. Looks like we also own this field here, field 2. It does have some of the multi-fruit stuff. This is the cow facility over here with the milk production. I really would like to know. This is going to take us right into the field, but I really want to see what this money icon is. Can I not get to it from here? We'll just shortcut it. Well, if you're in the logging, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Holy crap. Oh, a few trees through here, so you can get a pretty big logging operation through here. Not humongous, but enough variety if you want to do some logging there for a bit. There are some different ground textures and stuff that he used, which are not bad. So we'll kind of cut through here. So this seems to be the sell point for the logs. I don't know if you're supposed to dump them into there, into the river, and then they load them onto the train. That's what it looks like. It looks like you just dump them into the water and then trigger that, and that'll send the train. And then maximize your money. So that's not too bad. So you can come over here and make some money. And that's what that money sign is on there. This is the biogas plant with the swinging gates. I don't like how close I like the texture of the cobblestone or the pavers. That's pretty cool. But I don't like how close he put the actual plant to the silage pits, because it doesn't really give you a lot of room to get turned around. So that's a bit different. You know, we'll come through here and come over this way. What else have we not checked out? That seems to be about it. Cow facility and stuff. Now, if we go into information, this is going to tell you some of the items that you're going to be able to do. So, you do have lime, compost soil, obviously silage. You got your standard fruits. Other than that, and then obviously you have wood chips. You do start off with quite a bit of fruit, so you know, kind of tells you, hey, get all this sold so you can start, because you only start with like $15,000 on easy. And then also let's look at what we start with for equipment. So obviously we got the harvester, that's the truck there that I bought, AgroStar, fertilizer sprayer, small tractor, Euroboss. So yeah, it seems to me like you get 2 H488s and 2 AgroStars, which I feel is just about the standard. Yeah, you start off with the standard equipment. You don't even get a plow. You get a freaking cultivator, no plow. So, but anyways, this is the short and skinny of the map. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you thought the video was good or the video suited your needs and gave you a good overview of what the map entails, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button so that I know that I'm on the right track when I put these together. I want to hear your comments about the map, if you're playing the map, if you have played the map or are planning on playing the map. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.